good? Have y'all missed us?
I think they have.
Yeah. Welcome to the Two Ways to Say It podcast.
Yes.
It has been a long time.
It's been a couple of months,
It's been a long
but
time.
Clearly it's different now.
Yeah.
So
Back better than ever.
Few changes, but good changes.
Exactly. So now, as you see, we live in Antarctica. And
I'm thankful for one to be in the situation that I am in.
For sure.
So let me be clear about that. But overall, just economic wise, we definitely can do better, especially with these rent prices.
Them extra fees,
because I'm just trying to see what it's going to. It's going more than to the trash.
Yeah.
So around this election thing.
Yeah, I'm
real disappointed.
Yeah, it is very disappointing. I think this election showed a lot of people hands. It showed a lot of colors. It was disappointing to see. I know a lot of people. I know this discourse been going on Twitter, Facebook to see like, would you stop being friends with somebody because of an election or how they voted? And to be honest, if any election showed, I'm sorry, I'm one of those. I feel like this is not that. It wasn't that regular back and forth. It was kind of like you want to be this or you want to be that. And I guess when you show me that, that's why I know what you thinking. So that's why I'm at with it. Like as you said, very disappointing. Yeah, I'm just starting there.
I think just starting off with for one with Democrats throwing Kamala in at the last minute. So 100 days before voting. So clearly everyone can see why I'm disappointed. Wasn't chosen to be the next president. So just starting there, I think throwing especially a female one, and I would say a female of color for the people,
Yeah.
Let's just say the female of color. I'm just not understanding what the Democrats were thinking. I know it's good to stay optimistic about things, and I can't lie, I was very optimistic. But I can say kind of throughout the race, I just something along the way was just like, this could get ugly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if I just had to blame anyone for her losing, it would definitely be the Democrats. Yeah. They had no business throwing Kamala in 100 days before the election. I'm sorry, and I'm going to say that. Now, going back to voting wise, I would just say, people vote on, I would think, how they live. What's the term? Like economically. I don't know. So at least you would think that anyway. So
to be honest, a lot of them voted where they want to be, but hey.
Yes. Yeah. So I just think my main thing comes to women's rights, and seeing how a lot of women voted, I would say is very disappointing because of, the whole abortion rights and all that. It's more to the whole abortion rights than, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. Let me go get an abortion. Clearly it affects people who has miscarriages. I think it covers like, rape victims and stuff like that. Maybe in some states, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it, but just think about, someone that or just yourself being, as a woman who had a miscarriage or could possibly have a miscarriage, and you go into the medical facility and they're just like, okay, we can't do anything because of the law, the whole abortion law thing. We have to think beyond that. It's not just abortion. People want to get pregnant and just kill the babies. It's not that.
And I do think this showed me that a lot of people don't care about women's rights. They don't take the time to educate themselves about women's rights. Simply just if your mama or sister or whatever, if somebody put it out there that I'm gonna take it right from you, they should have instantly thought, try, let me educate myself on this. But for them to hear that and still go a certain way, it let me know at the end of the day, most of the world just don't care about women. It's unfortunate, and of course I go more specific and say black women, because to be honest, but women y'all just don't care. And that's what I think. If anything, I learned this, that I'm always I feel like it makes me want to advocate more, because Y'all don't care about women's rights. Y'all don't care about women. Y'all look to them for everything. Y'all can't move without them. But when it gets down to it, y'all don't care about how they are surviving, how they're living in this world. You don't care about yourself. And like I said, they do say it's a man-built world. And I think they continue to prove it. They don't want women to be empowered. Mm-hmm. They don't want women to have control. They don't want women to control their bodies. So that's all this showed me. That y'all don't care about women's rights. Y'all can argue it and say otherwise. And I will say, I give credit to those who did go out and do what they were supposed to do.
We see a whole lot of things in the news about Diddy, so we're not going to go just fully into it. But it makes me think, because I did hear a lot of men say, you know, why they going after the black man? They just doing so much, and they didn't do, what's his name? Vince McMahon like that, and John Epstein, whatever his name. And you know, my thing is this, and I'm just gonna say that I think people wanted us to talk about this, so I am gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
My thing is this: when it comes to this Diddy situation, and then just the black men, and you know, people holding them down, and they don't do the white man like this, and all that. It's yes, two things can be right at the same time. Nobody's knocking. It's too much information out here. We see too much going on with the black male to not put yourself in these situations. I don't care what nobody say. Diddy has enough money, enough resources, and seeing, especially he grew up in a time where the police brutality.
Yeah. Come
on, y'all. I'm not gonna stay too long on that topic, but that just kind of triggers something right there where it's like, I get it. It's not saying that you're wrong. I do believe that they are being harder on Diddy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Diddy has to take accountability for what he has done and own up to that, which he's probably not. But at the same time, I think we as a people need to stop leaning on this. They're doing them so wrong and all that. Let's see what he did.
Yep.
And hold him accountable, so another male won't do this again.
Both of them wrong. They both wrong. Ain't nobody. I don't care what he did. I don't care what he did. They both wrong. Lock them both up. Do that. It ain't no, why y'all doing him like this? Both of them wrong.
Especially when it comes to children.
Yeah, like what
you mean? I'm not finna.
No matter what you say.
Hey, man, did way more.
They both wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, stop this. Like, it's like you trying to justify a wrong with a wrong. How does that work? Like, and people do that with their family members and stuff. Yeah, people do that in general in life.
Yes.
It's always, why you ain't saying that when they... No! Y'all both wrong.
Exactly.
It's fine. It is what it is. Both of y'all can be in trouble. It ain't... I hate that. I don't like that. It's like, are you trying to justify what they're doing? Why in this moment, when a victim comes out or somebody say something, why is it the first thing you do is, well, why y'all don't say that to them? Why is it not, let's focus on who's wrong right here?
Right.
Why would we even think about them anyway? They did something wrong. Why would we think about them? Let's think about who we talking about right now.
Right now.
It's a deflection. Yeah, just say y'all don't want to hold him accountable. Just keep it a book.
Man, the woman has to get out, make sure she got a job, make sure this. If the man ain't out yet, it's okay. He can stay with mama and them for a while, and guess what? He be there for the rest of his life majority of the time. And it's so weird. So, I think Diddy has been coddled not just by his mama, but everybody around him.
For sure. Yeah.
Including the women, some of the women that he's started dating.
We can't pretend like they just now, because they still in the camera, you can't pretend like you know. At least get a hint of, you know how Diddy was.
Yeah.
Being that close around, we only seen on the outside of what's being reported. People who was by him on the side, you can't tell me you didn't see that man, what he was doing already.
Exactly.
Yeah, enabling. Like, no, I'm pretty sure nobody stopped them with that being an enabler, but I think they was okay with being around the power, and they enabled him to just do whatever. I mean, he probably did it. He probably said certain stuff, probably touched people certain ways, that made people feel uncomfortable, but nobody called him out on it.
Yeah.
It took it for him to do it to 100 people.
And back to women, right? And how we always talk about the 50-50 situation, and we just kind of go ahead and dead this real quick. So I don't know if y'all saw Cash Doll on The Breakfast Club and how she was just talking about, 50-50 situation and how she think it should be, right? So I do actually agree with kind of like what she said. So I don't know if it was actually 50-50 or she was just saying like if you made more money than your man or something like that. So let's just say like if a woman made more money than her man.
Okay.
And most women may have an issue with it, right? Yeah. And most men actually may have an issue with it, regardless of what they say. Mm-hmm. They be having an issue with it. So what Kesha was saying, like, even if I do make more money than you that shouldn't stop you from being the man. So if my light needs fixing house, fix the light. Mm-hmm. If the grass needs cut, still cut the grass. If my oil needs change, get the oil change. Go put some gas in the car. Mm-hmm. Still buy me stuff. Yeah. Like, don't let that amount, like,
make you feel less of a man.
Make you feel less of a man. Like, just still treat me like a lady. Yeah. In a way, women want to be. I don't like using the word catered to because technically that's not the correct term. What is like we just like to be. What is the term? Oh my god.
Okay. Well, I mean. I think the perception of catering is
but I think y'all know what I'm saying. Like we and men do too. Like so, you showing some type of affection. You know. So
what I mean, and actually say that I feel like at least somebody who can come from because I feel like I think women instantly most women who just don't even hear her out if they read that article title they still would disagree with it. Yeah, because for some reason we don't be realistic to thinking that we know for sure in life. You probably meet somebody if you meet her. I mean, it's not ideal, but like he dating a rapper, but it's not ideal. But of course, a woman might make more than you. I mean, who told you that it will be like this so ideal? People. So if they did read this headline, I'm pretty sure they would disagree. So I'm glad she elaborated on it. I'm glad that she actually living it. Mm-hmm. Now, I think I did tell you this. So I agree with her on the fact of I think naturally being a man, like I hate men who are intimidated by that type of stuff. It's not that serious, but
or won't admit that.
Yeah, like just I hate it. It's the ego. But like you said, like the simple stuff like cutting grass, oil change, stuff like that. I feel like naturally as a man, you're gonna want to do that stuff anyway. Mm-hmm. So I don't think money, situation, nothing is gonna stop you from wanting to be a man. I think you naturally gonna be a protector. You naturally gonna want to try to do something for you. It's not like that money should not. If your woman is making more than you, that should not. Mm-hmm. If you're a real man. Should never make you think twice about what you're supposed to be doing as a man anyway. She should never, first of all, her making more money should make her want to do it more anyway. But just in a basic level, that none of that should even matter when it comes to you just being a man in general. Mm-hmm. That man should always want to protect his family, protect her. I mean, you can still provide without, I think it's to provide. I think that's the problem. People think that provide
it's financial.
Yeah, it don't. Like, you got to provide like that emotional support.
Amen.
You're with a woman. So how do you feel like you're going to be with a woman without like creating this space for her to be emotional? Like you nag about a woman being emotional, but you don't even open the space for a woman to be there. Okay. But yeah, just in general, I think even going down to the protection part, like there's no way as a man you get with a woman and you not naturally already thinking, I'm going to protect her everywhere she go. Mm-hmm. I'm worried about everywhere she go. I want to be that man to make sure she's good. There's no way. That's why I think it's just that basic level of being a man. Now, I know that they make it easy for men not to be men. Because, of course, like, now men want to be like this. Men want the roses. They want you to pay for their feet down. Men have changed when it comes to how they operate with women. And it's unfortunate because I think it's so easy to be a man. I'm going to be honest. I think it's so easy to do that stuff. Like, it's naturally in you, no matter what you say. Like how we talk about, you had said it, like when it comes to like I think we might have compared it to animals or something. Like just naturally being like that hunter, want to get food for the family and stuff. It's in you. Mm-hmm. No matter what you say, you fighting it. You got this ego, somebody in your life that made you not be that. It's naturally in you to just be a man. Like, none of that should matter when it comes to being a man. So
even as a female, it's naturally for you to want to be a nurturer. Yeah. Yes, I know people like, I know this girl down the road who don't take care of her kids and all that, but was she with the right person too? Yeah. Like, I do believe like people change for the right. I ain't want to say change because something about saying change, but I think you like good parts of you start to show when you're, you know, with somebody that you truly love, so like that. Because it's something about seeing it change, but you know, those good parts are highlighted. Like I can't explain it, but it's the. Like
I think it's easy. I think it's easy on both ends. But I can't speak for a woman, but I do think, like you said, a woman is gonna want a woman. Like that. That's I hate. I hate when I don't like that either. I hate when that's even challenged. Like I think women. I don't think it's nothing that a woman does. Besides, of course, I think they try to make women be this. They want to put emotional stuff in a negative light. I don't think it's nothing that a woman does that a man should never have to. You know, like if a woman just being a woman, there's nothing she's doing that a man should not be able to deal with. Just being emotional, just like you said, being just nurturing, just this basic stuff. I'm just like, how can this should work so easily? Like you be the man, she be the woman. I'm confused. Like I think they make it hard. Like
I think chemistry and stuff plays a lot into it. Like just knowing, because. I hate going too deep. Even just saying like the right person, like, do you truly know if they're the right person? Like, I do believe that. You know, just finding somebody that you truly connect with instead of forcing it. I think. Once you force it, then now I become hyper independent, or you become emasculated, or some whatever. Everything is a problem now. So. Chemistry to me plays a big part in the relationship. You definitely gotta like the person that you with a little, at least like a little. So to me, I think you start seeing those traits and stuff at the beginning. Like when you first meet somebody, I do think the male is being like, you know, courting you, dating you, flowers. I love you. You're so beautiful. All this, blah blah. And I think. You know, the same way with women, they want to do stuff for you. They want to cook. They want to, you know, ask how your day is. Like, just want to connect with you emotionally. So I think if they just continue that, like we continue that, of course we know every day ain't going to be the same. But I just think if you just kind of continue that in a relationship, I don't know why I just feel like that should work. Have I tried it? No. Do I got all the answers? No. But I just think that works. Like, you have to, like, continue. Like they say, like dating. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation, but yes, like just I don't know. Like you said, I just feel like it eases when you're connected to your person. I just feel like it should just be natural.
It's like practical. Like it's not. I think people do make it hard. I think people let the world make it hard for them too. I think it's like this. You got not ideal. You got somebody who you like. They got the right features or whatever, like what you like in somebody. And it's almost like people will I don't know if it's like a second guessing thing or it's like this going too well or no, I'm just not. Even though this is the good thing right here in my face, it's just not enough. It's like all people messing up for themselves so bad, and that's why I think relationship stuff really don't work out like that. It's not being realistic. Like I think if somebody, like I don't know where I'm going with this either, but I think if somebody literally they have like the good qualities. You like them for something. You like something. I like them enough to be around them. How does that not work?
I think just the outside world, of course, we talk about all the time, like social media. I think we think sometimes like, oh my God, their relationship.
That's it.
They're doing this, so let's try this. But what we were doing before was working for us. So why do I need to change this? Thing like. I think me not being in a relationship and seeing how other relationships are, I'm just like, okay, I'm taking note, like, okay, it's everything that I don't want to do versus seeing like what I love about them. I'm like, okay, I'll make sure I don't do that. But my main thing is not to, I think it's okay to be like, let's try that. Oh, they're doing it, let's try that versus saying like, oh, they're doing that, we need to do that. Or like the social media stuff and I think the main thing too is just keeping people out your business. I don't know. I'm just saying that I feel like that's a big part of it too.
Goodness.
Like
man.
Of course you can find somebody to talk to. I'm not saying like if you dealing with something, don't talk about it. But like those little things, like even just happy moments and stuff like that. I don't have to tell somebody every little happy moment they had or every little bad moment.
I hate that.
It's just like and that is a part of my personality anyway. I'm just like. I ain't really big on telling my business. But
when people intentionally post stuff for the public, you literally get what you ask for. You get that public opinion, everything you want, the attention you want. You're gonna get it. it might not be. It's like you get what you ask for, but it ain't gonna be exactly what you asked for because you don't even know what you're asking for. You don't realize that being private, enjoying yourself in your own space, like it's so easy.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is. It's not even like, so I want to take that back. It's not necessarily like, oh my God, don't post your loved one and all that. It's more so like, I do feel like it got to be genuine in a way. Like,
it does.
If we just naturally on vacation.
Yeah.
You know, just having fun or something like that. It feels like versus like, okay, let me hurry up and post this. I got to
see like, we out there. I don't know what them relationships.
Yeah, and we can't pretend like either we never did it before or people like that. And you can tell when people are doing it, and it's so annoying. You never see that their relationship never work out.
I said, that's what I'm about to say. You literally get every time. The ones who literally do it for that reason.
Yes. For that reason.
Backfires on them every.
Post him and block out his face or something like that. It's just like, bro.
Like, you do it for the wrong reason.
Yes. It's like, why post them?
Every girl that did it. Like,
it's so stupid.
Every girl that did it with them. And we knew in person or went to high school with them. We know them. They did all that hiding, trying to.
And it ain't hard to find the dude. Like, you can see his shoes. I know who that is.
The tattoo.
Exactly. Them thin dreads. I know who that is. I know that.
No, I say because I think intention is everything. You do something you do something for the wrong reason, you're going to literally get the wrong result. I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
Relationship. Yeah, like, protect it. Like, like you say, I don't think it's even a secretive thing. Like, you just protecting it. Like, you ain't hiding from nobody.
Yeah.
When somebody tell you, I'm in a relationship, but it ain't like I got to tell you everything about it just because you asking me. It's just like, I'm protecting it. Because you never know, like you say, like your intention, you never know people's intention. The moment you tell them like you happy or you going through this, people literally come in will try to trample it in every way. Like people
or that secret animosity.
Like it changes everything.
I saw something where, I think it was on TikTok. I'm gonna try to find it and I'll put it in the comments or something below. I think it's the girl from TikTok and now because I don't want to mess up her name, child. But I think it was her, but she was like, you know, if you have a wedding or something, don't invite nobody. Just have y'all two. But I always wanted it anyway. Just me and my person, even when we get engaged and stuff like that, because you genuinely don't know how people truly feel.
There could be so much bad energy around this.
Yes, and that will literally knock it down. My energy is strong. I'm protected always. And I do think I have a good sense of knowing when. I don't know, it's just like you can feel it almost, but I do think, like, I know for a fact whenever I want to get married or my person or, you know, if I get married or something like that, like, it literally is just going to be me and him and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
And I said it.
And I ain't changed.
But it was, I wish I knew the name. Y'all, I'm going to get better this season. I promise you. Once we find the names and the source, we're gonna put it in the comments. Yes. I'm getting better this season, okay? Because I don't like when people don't know what they're talking about either. Yeah. But it was this mom. I don't know if they lived in Canada or where, but it's this black mom, and I think she wanted her baby's father to like be in a relationship with her, or just pretty much love her, you know, and I guess he didn't want to, so she jumped off Niagara Falls, right? With her and the two kids. And you know, it's just so sad when I hear stuff like that, because I think, you know, I'm at a certain point in my life where I'm not going for it, you know, and I wish sometimes when I say, I just like, how, I'm not gonna lie, I always question, like, how did she get there? Like, how did you get to that point where, you know, in my eyes, you don't love yourself enough to, for one, save yourself, and then two, take your kids out with you, and three, ask her to be with you. I'm like, you know, I'm always thankful for my mindset, but then I do start to feel bad. It's like, how did I end up with this mindset?
That is true.
You know, I do question, like, you know, I'm thankful, and I'm just like, dang, they could easily have been me.
Yeah, and I do think I say this too, like in a moment of, because I think everybody had their down times, But I do think a lot of us are stronger than others. We can pull ourselves out of it.
Amen.
And I think that is the thing I am thankful for. Like in my downtime, I'm doubtful, I'm this, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I can pull myself out of it. I can get up and say it'll be better tomorrow, and I literally move on. But I know a lot of people just not strong mentally. You know, they literally feel like whatever that bad thing is right then, it's gonna be the end of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that is unfortunate. I hate it. I do.
Especially when it comes to love and stuff like that. Because, I'm learning to give myself grace and other people grace when I see them in certain, situations and stuff like that. So the grace that I can give is I'm not finna sit here and pretend like, oh my God, I've never had my heart broken and wondered why this person don't love me and stuff like that. And I thought about killing myself for them. No. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it is like, oh my God, like, heartbreak could take you down.
Yeah, it will.
And you literally have to pull yourself out of that situation. And what I continue to tell myself is, I'm going to make it out of here. Yeah, and I'm going to look back and be like, girl, you were stupid.
Yeah. I mean,
girl, you were stupid. Yeah. And it happens every time. So you just take certain, things from that relationship and you just learn from it. And that's literally what I've been doing. Sometimes it's just it's literally like a lesson, like, and you have to see what it is. Like, not that person. I'm not finna go back. Like, I ain't the type to go back for. People be like, "Oh my God, you're so mean." Like, go check on person. I'm not finna check on nobody.
That's it.
I ain't looking back for one person, but anybody else, it's no looking back. Like, I cannot look back. I'll never trust you again. Like, that's just what it is. If other people do it, power to you. But for me, once you show me, that's all I'm gonna see. Like, if not all women been there, been to a point, where heartbreak will take you down. Not to the point like where I'm pretty sure some women out there that it's suicidal, but it can be suicidal, but it hurts.
Yeah. Significant having a child with somebody is. You are technically giving somebody everything. Like, you are literally reproducing with somebody. You are carrying something for 9 months that is like somebody else helped you create. Like, you're giving everything to a man in a way. And I mean, for the women, I don't know, like, hopefully you're giving it to the right person, but for the ones that unfortunately don't, you see, like, it literally gets to that point of, that's all you see now. You see nothing but him.
That's it.
You see no other dude. Like, you see, and I know, and that's why I say on the other end of that's why I try not to judge people, because I know that it stems from other places. Like, when somebody they go back to the same person, they deal with stuff, they just put up with it. I try to be like, I step back in it. Like, of course I'm a judge. I try to, like, first, like, why you still? I had to step back and like, you know what? Just because I'm not, I can't understand it. So, but I do know that it's possible for somebody to be that only person you see else. Family, everything. Like, you only see that person.
Not going back to what we was talking about earlier, and naturally being a woman and stuff like that. I'm not speaking on all women, but I do feel like it's natural for us to kind of like almost, what is it? Become our man. Almost, I don't know what to say. Almost like you do. Yeah. And I know me and my personality too. That's why I always kind of like, I have to learn that, like, I would literally give somebody 100%. So I think that's why I end up like, cut you off in the end, and then I hate you. Like, and I never want to look at you again. I won't hate you like I
Keep when you in a relationship, please keep your identity. Like, do not make this relationship all you, and that's all you get. Like, please live outside of that. What is it? Please live outside of that. Please, like, make sure you keep in your life, making sure that you have stuff outside of this relationship. It's okay to have a relationship, be happy in it. Please make sure you're still yourself. Like, do not become an accessory to this man. Please don't. Because, like, you're going to regret it. If, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you look back at it. And of course, unfortunately, the woman who we were just talking about was not able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just got to that point. But in general, like, for anybody else or who will be listening, please don't become an accessory to it. You got to remain yourself, keep that 100% value that you got, and it's okay. You give yourself to somebody. It's okay to be active in a relationship, love, show emotion. That is fine, but at the end of the day, you got to remember, look at yourself in the mirror and be like, I am me, and I'm something without this relationship. Yes, I ain't saying, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm not saying like think past relationship, just in general. Yeah, just remember that you were yourself before you got in the relationship, you need to remain yourself if it ends,
Amen.
And so that's why I always think about that. Like, you literally do not. First of all, not do like, don't get them there. Don't get them. Do not get them the opportunity to pull the world from under you. Do not do it. And I know they play a lot of tricks. That's dudes, right? Like, they play on that emotion. Though I say it's unfortunate that a lot of women do show their emotional speak because they play on it.
Oh yeah.
That's messed up. But
hey, babe. Let me stop.
So for this one, we're gonna be standing and dancing for you guys.
Hey, shout out to Morgan. We got something.
Yeah, Morgan. Top. Make the cuties round. She gonna be on our show.
Even if you don't feel like that person loves you, look at other people who love you and want you to be here and to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't want like any of my friends or family members to think like, like that they're not loved. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love you enough. We want you here. Don't let, somebody who probably don't even love themselves. Don't even have it in them to love themselves, or they truly may be feeling suicidal and don't know how to give love. And stuff like that. So just think. Just understand that it's other people that love you and want you here too. So I just hated to hear that. I just do not like hearing it.
And I try not to be like one of those. Of course, we met somebody like that. Well, it's not like I'm not blaming anyone in this type of stuff. It's kind of like, especially with that relationship stuff, it goes so many different ways. You have to be in it to even understand it. Like, that's what people do on the outside of stuff. People are so quick to be like, hey, if you me, no, you ain't in it. So we really don't know. Like, that's what the main one, on Facebook, anywhere. Like, that's the first thing people say. It couldn't be me. It could. Well, it could be. It's just not you this time, and it's just not unfortunate. But
very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, just
3 lives.
Like you said, think about who loves you, or think about the people around you, and just some way paint a road forward for yourself. Like, think outside of the situation you're in. I think once you do, some people really don't because I think it is easier said than that. I think a lot of people don't think about the stuff, whatever I'm going through right now. Sometimes when you're so deep into it, so mad, so upset, you literally don't see nothing outside of that. You don't care about nothing else but that one thing you're going through. But I think if you sit there and literally just think for a second outside of it, it'll give you some glimpse of hope or something. Something a trigger to change your mind. But
I'm trying to hold y'all long tonight because one thing about it, we got stuff to do.
And we do, and we simmering it because we know y'all missed us. It's over, it's like overstimulating for y'all. Like,
it is. And do y'all like seeing us together?
Right,
oh my gosh!
All the way to Antarctica to do this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm weak.
But thank y'all again. First of all, returning listeners, viewers, everybody. Thank you. Y'all are the reason we're doing it. And
we do have a lot of stuff coming up, new stuff for real, different stuff, because we say it all the time. But then this time it's going to be some different stuff, so stay tuned.
Yep.
Okay?
Just like it. And we shall see y'all on episode 2 of, what season is this?
I don't know.
Whatever season it is.
Yeah, whatever we at. Yeah, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe either. So
do that and keep watching and get it ready. It's gonna get real ugly.
It's gonna get real ugly.
Yeah. Fix your team. Get your team together.
So you saying that you want to be like my mother? That it like low in the gutter like my mother?
I said what I said.
But what you said